great ideas on this stuff, Farouk. I'm honored that you chose me to give you some assistance, my friend.
Yeah, and I was just, randomly I ran into your YouTube channel. I was watching on my lunch. I was just, during my lunch, I like listening to some podcasts, or sometimes I browse through videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I was watching Brandon Turner. Once his video was done, I scrolled down and I see you about subject tools.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, this is, by the way, I've been looking into this, so let me check it out, and then that's how I learn about you. Like you provided some
Nice.
valuable, good information. So
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I just want to pass. I feel like I'm just a conduit, man. I'm passing this information on from some real giants in this business, my friend. I
cool.
can't take the credit, man. It's just crazy how when I was learning it back in '04, wasn't cool. Like it's almost like it's cool to do this stuff now, but back then it was like
Mm,
nobody cared about this stuff, dog. It's really crazy how stuff has a cycle.
yeah, yeah.
We're here tonight getting Farouk straight rounduppers. You are eavesdropping, if you will, on a coaching session here, a consultation one-on-one roundup with Farouk. He's up in Jersey City, my old stomping ground. I was in what's Bergen? Is it North Bergen?
Yeah, North Bergen, up north. Yeah,
It
good
ain't. I
town.
mean, we had a studio, dude. And is it North Bergen? Is that I can't Bergen?
Yeah, there's North Bergen. There's Union City, Weehawken.
It's not far though, right?
No, it's like 20-minute ride north by
This
Lincoln Tunnel.
man, I had a studio. Me and my boy, we had a studio up there. You work in the studio all day at nighttime, then you go in the city and politics. It was just, I mean, God, Farouk,
Good times, huh?
it was cool, but it was just, it was almost like I'm just living on the edge every day. You don't know what's gonna happen, who you're gonna meet, where you're gonna go. So I'll settle down. That's over. Farouk,
Yeah.
today roundup. If you haven't registered, make sure you register. Put the video description for Ron LeGrand's summit. It's $250 until next Wednesday. Farouk, if you want to get that, man, I negotiated that. Who's that? What up,
Sorry. This Arian is
Aaron?
being silly. He's supposed to be in bed.
It's only 8 o'clock, man. Come on, it's tomorrow Saturday.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Farouk, what we get going on, man? What we doing today, bro?
All right. So I've been talking to this guy. He has a two family. Well, it's a three family. It has three units, but his paperwork for the third unit is pending. So eventually it'll be three units. I've been talking to him like back and forth for a few months now. And this is going to be like it's an off market deal,
Good.
and I'm trying to get like owner financing. Now, he hasn't been upfront about his mortgage situation, so I don't know how much he owes um, on his mortgage, but there's definitely mortgage.
Well, let's pull it up on PropStream and see what he borrowed.
All right.
Do you have PropStream yet?
No, is that paid service?
It's like 99. Well, I have a link though for that too. They gave me a discount for my people. It's $97 a month. If you go through my link,
Okay.
I can
Prop
give you the
stream.
link. PropStream is a service that allows you to pull mortgage records.
Got it. All right, I'll check
Yep.
it out. But the address is 72 Fairview Avenue.
All right, hold tight. Round up, we're here doing a consultation with Farouk. Farouk is a real estate investor in Jersey. And if you want to get up with him, we'll make sure we put his contact information here so you can network with anybody that's up north, Farouk.
That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Give me the address again, bro.
72 Fairview Avenue.
Fairview.
And that's also in Jersey City.
There it is. Oh my Lord, Manhattan. I'm gonna share my screen, okay?
All right.
You see how this works, and I'll give you that link too if you want to do that. Share screen. So this is prop stream. I typed it in 72 Fairview Avenue. Excuse me. Is this looking good? Oh, here we go, right there. Bergen Avenue. You're right there.
Oh, okay. You can see me.
You're
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
there.
it's very close.
Oh, this thing zoomed out. What was? Are you right here? Oh my Lord.
Yep, it's
Summit.
McKinley Square.
Good Lord, man. Did you know you can click on the blue lines to enter side streets? I did not know that. Let's see what we get. Farouk. Adis Roman.
Yep,
And
there.
his brother or partner or whatever. David Barrios. They must live there.
Yeah, they just moved out. I think a year ago. They bought
Mm-hmm.
another property. In Jersey City. So
Gotcha.
it's him with his wife. They own a property.
So the assessed value is almost $500,000. The land 228. Damn, top property tax 8,000 a year. What is that? What's 8 divided by 12? 8,000. So you're paying $600 a month in taxes. $700 a month. It's a beast. Oh well, that's not all him. He's got income coming in, correct?
Yeah, yeah. There's 3 units. And for a 3 unit, I mean, for that type of property, 8,000 is it's not that bad.
Yeah, that ain't bad. So okay, can you see my screen, Farouk?
Uh,
Let me make it a
Smaller,
little
but if I
bigger.
zoom in, yeah, now I can see it. All right,
All right,
I
so
zoomed in a little.
we got a first loan here. You see it here? Looks like I don't know if they bought it in 2007 because it looks like they've been in it since. Okay, let's start down here. Transaction history. Did they buy it in 2008? Did he say?
I think they've been there for at least 9, 10 years.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what it.
my
Huh?
understanding.
Okay, well, hold up. 2001. Their names are on it here. Ravi. Okay, look like somebody got off. Ravi Rodriguez got off of it, and
Okay.
David Barrios got on it 2008. So they had it for 12 years. Financed it there, and we got a new loan. They refinanced it 2 years ago. Looks like they
Okay.
took out 234,000.
Mm-hmm.
So today the estimated loan balance is. This is just estimate 200,000. Let's see what this thing could possibly be worth. Tax information. Assessed value was that. Let's look at some comps. I highly recommend you to have a service where you can pull this stuff up, man. You got to know this stuff
Yeah.
because your sellers, they will lie. Is it? You said it's a 3-family.
Yeah.
Look at these values, dude. Good God Almighty, 603 Kennedy
Yeah.
Avenue.
Three family in that neighborhood, especially McGinley Square. Like it's a prime area.
Mm-hmm.
In
Journal.
Journal Square. It's not.
Yep.
It's not like downtown, but it is getting there.
I see. That's why you should catch the train. Is that the path right there? What train is it
Yeah,
right there?
from McGinley Square, it's like 10-15 minute walk to the Journal Square path train.
I'm telling you, man. Yep. Man, when I was there, the path train was $1. How much is it now, Farouk?
$2.75.
$2.75.
Yep.
Wow.
Port Authority, it's notorious for raising these rents for no reason.
Journal Square. Man, you are in a prime time, dog. Hoboken. Man, Hoboken is like, Hoboken to me was like better than being in New York.
Yeah, Hoboken is still like that. It's a place where you go to hang out.
Wow. I mean, you're talking about 3,000 rents. 1 bedroom's 3,000, 3,500.
Yeah,
I mean, back
yeah,
then,
it's
I don't
just
know.
mind-boggling. The rents are just forget it.
Yeah, I could not imagine, man. All right, so you got some paper up here. This is weird to see one here. This must have been a terrible foreclosure here for 119,000. That must have been something falling down.
60 storms. Oh wow.
See if we see some pictures. No pictures. Hold on a minute. Let's see, damn, 900. Let's just take a look at this one. You can pull comps on this thing. Is yours look like a house almost like this one?
The 72 Fairview.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean not like that, but it is
it's like a
like
house. It's not like a
yeah,
like a
it is
building.
a house.
I
Mm-hmm.
got you. Yeah, that's
On
common
that.
for up there.
Yeah.
It's common. That's a big old building right there.
Oh yeah, I know that property by the way. I've seen the for sale signs before.
Really?
That's it. That yeah, that one is huge. The lot size is huge, and I think some big investor got it a
I see.
couple years.
They just bought it last year. Look, October 2019. They bought it for
Oh,
900.
they must have resold it because I've seen the signs some time ago, at least a
Really?
year and a half ago.
Look at this price per square foot. $450 a square foot. Oh my lord. Let's look at Jewett Avenue. McGinley Square. Oh, no picture. Sorry. Let's see if we got oh, here's that. Oh no, I'm sorry. 64 storms. Oh, that's the one we just looked at. I thought we looked at 62 storms. Oh, they must be in the same unit. Oh yeah, they are. Same unit, my bad. So we got 217 Jewett. This is some cool stuff you got, man. These numbers are, holy cow, that's nice. Man, that is sweet. Somebody did this up. Look at that. That's called the waterfall. They put
Okay.
granite on the sides. For I would definitely not recommend you doing that, but I've seen this done one time. Babe, you seen this waterfall granite? They put the I mean, how in the hell? How much does that shit cost? I mean, good lord, man.
Just waste of money, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a waste for that. I don't know what they're doing with it, but wow, look at that. That is sweet.
So
See up there,
some
man.
high-end finishes.
Yeah, they got some high end stuff. Look at those floors. They got look like they got ceramic tile in there.
Yeah. Yeah, Jewett Avenue, 217 Jewett. That's probably like between, it's around McGinley Square. So like these kind of high end finishes are typical for that neighborhood type tenants.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like higher income families who come in and live there.
It's still in the same basic area though, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
It's around here.
yeah. There are certain blocks that
Mm-hmm.
are like wider streets with parking spots, like more family oriented, bigger backyards. So they
Yeah.
like when they do a rehab, they make it to a specific type of tenant like this, like high end
Mm-hmm.
luxury type.
Gotcha. I didn't see this one. It's another one. This is what I was used to up there, man.
Yeah, what 72 Fairview looks just like that. It has three
All right.
levels.
Look at that. They have those little pop outs. I don't know why they did that. A lot of these up there, I have those little bump outs up there. Man, this is just sweet. And I love this heat. I love radiator heat. This keeps your house so warm.
Yeah.
We don't have much of that here. Man, they put some paper in here, brother. Good gosh.
What do you normally use? Like base smaller baseboard radiators.
Down here we have something called heat pumps. It does
Heat
air
pumps.
conditioning. Yeah, it's like they call it central heating in there. We have ductwork
Ah,
that goes in the floor.
got
It
it.
does the heat and the air conditioner. That's nasty. They should have put a. You see how that refrigerator is sticking out? They should have put a counter depth refrigerator there.
Mm.
I don't think it matter. Man, this is Sweet. Okay, let me get out of here. So we see the product that's up there, Kensington Avenue. That's my old stomping ground. Let me just look at this last one. You're taking me back. Roundup. I used to live in Jersey City. Farouk taking me back. I'm off of Grove Street. Look at this, man. You got some. Wow, man. This is just beautiful what they're doing here. Well, these guys are spending $100+ on a rehab.
Yeah.
This looks like a single family home, though. Let's see, square. It's only 2,000 square foot.
Yeah. Well, these rehabs that you're looking at, like I said, these are specifically made for a certain type of
Mm-hmm.
customer, like a
Yeah,
family with a higher income.
gotcha.
And those streets like
Kitchen.
Kensington, Fairview, Jewett, those are like certain blocks that are nicer blocks.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely see the price difference between those blocks and like probably a 10-minute the north or south. That's going to be a completely different price on
It's
similar
so
property.
condensed up here. Yeah, look at this. It's so condensed. You got houses. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, down in Virginia, you'd have maybe you can see these little. Let's zoom in. All these little lines are houses, man.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, they're lot lines. It's so dense out there, man. Down in Virginia, you'd have lot parcels like this big. You know, this is a big one right here. All right, so we got an idea. We know this thing is worth at least on a 3-family. It's worth at least what 450. Yeah, what did it say? What it's assessed for, brother? It might be worth 450, 500. It's assessed. This here says it's worth 500, brother. I think it's probably close to that, man. In fixed up shape. Farouk, what do you think?
Oh no, it's going to be more than that.
Yeah,
Three
more.
family units I've seen the past year. They've gone for over 600.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so we're
That
saying
in
the.
that
Go ahead.
Yeah, in that neighborhood it's going to be 750. That would be like more appropriate price.
It's a
Um,
three family, right?
yeah, three family in that
How,
neighborhood is going to be 750 easy.
how many beds and baths do you know on each one?
So the top unit has four beds, two bath.
Oh my goodness.
The lower unit has 3 bed, 1 bath, and then the basement is a studio, open layout with one full bathroom.
That's a 1-1. Where did the people live? The owners.
The owners they have a different property.
Oh, they moved out. Okay.
Yeah, they moved out. So one unit has a tenant currently. The other one they rehabbed it, so it's ready. I don't know why they're not renting it yet. And the basement it needs a little bit of work, so that's also not rented yet. So they only have tenant like long time tenant on the first floor in the 3 bed.
Oh, okay. This is what's the rent there? How much is
Um,
this rent? You know,
in the I I'm not sure what their rent is, but I can tell you the market rents
what is it?
for the 3 bed in that
Two
neighborhood
grand
is going to be, yeah, 1850, 1900 if updated.
or
And the
estimated.
4 bed is easy 2000 to 2200.
And the 1-1 is what 1,500.
That one is a studio, so that would I would say 1200.
1,200. Man, you get a 3-bedroom house down here with a yard.
For how much?
Oh, 1,200. Yeah, 1,200.
Oh, for that.
You get in the yard. Okay, so give me where are we today? You. I thought we were talking about something subject to. No, you're talking about owner financing. I need to wrap my mind around because I didn't get
No,
your question there.
originally I proposed. I looked at the property and I convinced them um, to sell the house, like owner finance it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I asked, he wasn't willing to share his mortgage situation.
Mm-hmm.
But when I proposed the idea, he got interested and he said he will look into it. And eventually, after like a couple of months of back and forth, he eventually came back And he said, okay, he's willing to do that. So I was like, I'm assuming you own, and we can pay off like the majority. He owned like already almost owns the house,
You're
and I
saying
could
almost
pay
owns it.
off
The
the
mortgage payment
loan.
is the mortgage payment is almost paid off.
Yeah, and I was assuming I could pay it off with a little down payment that I could bring to the table. But so far he's not willing to share the mortgage. So now I know he owes what 204, 203, 203K
I think we're
on
gonna.
it.
I mean, let's look again. I think it's gonna be more than that, Farouk. To be honest, let's bring this back.
You
Uh,
say it's going to be more than that?
this is just estimate. Well, what I do know is, hold on, mortgage information. They refinanced it last year for 234, and this could be Farouk. This could be. Oh man, 17, 27. Oh my lord, look at this, Farouk. They got a 15-year mortgage, bro.
They got a 15-year mortgage after refi.
See that the origination date was
17.
2017. Loan maturity date is 32. That's 27. Wait, not 30. Yeah, they got a 15-year loan on that.
So that the original loan after refi was 234, right?
Well, I don't know if that's the original loan. This may be a second Farouk.
Oh, you mean there are two liens on the property?
The what we don't know. We don't really know until we.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Farouk, this stuff, I can't. I wouldn't depend on this to be 100% accurate.
Okay.
But
That's
you
fine.
can. Go ahead.
I just wanted to basically learn, like, let's assume they owe 230K, like they still have that much balance.
All right. We're saying we're gonna just presume this is the first.
Yeah.
All right.
So if that's the case, what are scenarios that I can go with? Like, what options do I have? Like, what can I discuss with them, and like how
Gotcha.
can I basically go about it to acquire the property?
And we're saying the ARV is 650 to 7.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's say 650.
I'm just trying to think. Even if this, even if this joint right here is uninhabitable, I'm just like, is it still worth? I don't even know what a completely rundown house is even worth up there, brother. I mean, it's still a lot, right?
Yeah. Yes, especially that neighborhood, like McGinley Square.
Hmm. So let's just presume they owe that. But dude, here's the problem. They probably do owe close to this because it's a 15-year mortgage. Like when you have a 15-year mortgage, you got a lot of principal pay down quick. It's not like
Okay.
all interest. Let me think for a minute. So it's worth that. They owe that. That means they have. Oh, let's see. They got 400 some thousand equity for it.
Okay.
I mean, you got several options, but if it were me, well, we don't know what they want. Do you know if they want monthly cash flow or are they looking for cash? Do you know that?
So when I talked to them originally, I proposed the idea of owner financing, and I was just assuming that it was almost paid off, and a little bit of money that I could bring to the down payment we could pay off the loan and cut off the bank, and he could finance the he could be my bank basically. And I told him like, hey, let's do 4%. The rate would be 4%, amortized over 30 years on a 5-year balloon, and I could refinance it in 5 years. And we agreed on that 4% annual rate. and he was fine. I ran some numbers for him, and he liked the idea of basically making holding the note and making money on the interest.
Cash flow.
Yeah, but now I learned that he still owes a lot. So, and I've been thinking about subject two. With my limited knowledge of subject two, I don't even know if I'm on the right track, if it's even possible with this situation. That's why I hit you up and wanted to
I
see
see. I see.
if you could tell me like other ways, because definitely with this scenario, the owner finance is not possible
What makes you say that, my friend?
because he has too much loan, and I don't think I can bring that much money.
That's just based on prop stream. His payment was 1720. Let's add $700 in taxes, right?
Okay.
And let's just say taxes and insurance another 800. Is that fair? Because we don't know. We don't know. This interest and taxes. This is P. I'm sorry. Yeah, principal and interest. This is taxes. I'm sorry, brother. 1720 is principal interest. 800 is insurance and taxes. Is that cool?
All right.
Round up. If you're just joining us, we're just kind of putting a deal together where Farouk is going to be making an offer to the seller. I want Farouk to get on the same page as me because I heard him say he couldn't do owner financing, and that is actually not true, my brother. You still can do, even if a homeowner has a mortgage on the property, you still can do owner financing. You with me?
I like that. Yeah.
All right, let's repeat that. Repeat it, man. Even if the seller has a loan,
Even if the seller has the loan,
I can still do owner financing.
I can still do owner financing.
Oh man, it's gonna take some time. I don't want to give you a hard time, man, but I want you to get this quickly. Don't take 3 years like it did for me.
Oh no, I already have it. I was hoping that that was the case. I just want you to confirm it for me.
Okay. I'm not trying to give you a hard time, man, but I love you. I want you to get this stuff, man, because it's like when you when you can't recognize some stuff, it kind of turns your brain off, you know.
Cool.
Let's do this. I love it. Love it, Farouk. This is where I live. Creative finance. Oh my goodness, round up. Y'all hold tight. We're getting ready to break this thing down. Okay, so he has a mortgage on it. It's worth $650. He owes that. He's got that much equity. What did you discuss with him that he would get in his pocket for? What did you discuss? Did you discuss a down payment?
Yeah. We agreed on a 7% down payment. I originally offered about 4 to 5%. He came back and eventually was settled on 7%. And he's
7%.
willing to
What was your purchase price?
600.
Okay. All right.
We agreed on 600 purchase price. If he can finance at 4% with 7% down payment and 5-year balloon.
So you are willing to bring 25,000.
Is that what it is? Let me see.
600,000 times 4%.
No, 7%.
Oh, I'm bugging.
That's 42.
That's right, 42,000. Down payment 42,000. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right. Round up in some parts of the world or America, you can buy a house for that. Farouk, I got to put it in a framework, man, because this is just a down payment, which is this is just crazy. You get some big numbers up there, man. And to be frankly, to get into a house with no credit check, no bank qualifying, they don't have to worry about your tax returns. They don't even care about your credit score. And give somebody 40 grand. That's a good day.
Yeah.
And you're walking into cash flow. Is that where your mind was at?
Yep, exactly. That's all I
Good one.
want.
It's not bad. All right. Let's keep looking at the numbers. Numbers that will not lie. Okay. And you agreed to 4% APR for him?
Yeah.
All my round-uppers that don't know what APR is going to be, annual percentage rate that Farouk's going to pay on 500 and what is that? 558? 558? What is 600 minus 42?
558. Yeah.
All right. 558,000 times 0.04. We got to get your monthly payment here. Were you amortizing this, or you want to go only going to do simple interest?
Amortized over 30, but the loan is going to be 5-year balloon, and I'll refi in under 5 years.
So just in interest, you're paying 1860 a month. Man, this is where I live, man. Finances. 558,000 times 0.04 equals 1860 a month times 12, which will get you the whole thing for the year. So you're paying $22,000 in interest a year, which ain't bad, man, because you're getting in. No, which one? You're getting in. We're presuming you're getting in at least 1,900 on the 3-bedroom already.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to also presume that this unit here is trash. Why would anybody? You have to think logically, my friend. Why would I give up possible income here just to get 1,800 a month? I would like to ask you that, because you know what? If you're doing a 30-year, let's just add on to this. So, did you amortize this out? What is your principal on top of this interest here? 600-700.
I have it in my computer. Let me pull it up quickly.
Yeah, pull it up, brother. You can share the screen if you want. I can take a look at it. So round up, all I did was calculate the interest. So he's probably got another, I would say, to be frank, another 600 a month on principal, I would think.
All right, let me see.
You got some big boy numbers, bro.
Yeah, these are the numbers up here.
Not even, yeah. It's like it's just an average number. Before a 3-unit though, man. How's the roof, dog? You seen the roof and the windows and everything?
I've seen the windows. I've seen the windows, not the roof. That's the only thing I didn't see. I saw the unit and like the basement unit, and I saw the upstairs unit.
You went inside?
Huh?
You went inside of the downstairs?
Yeah. I saw both units.
What's the condition? What's the condition of the downstairs?
It needs some work. There has been some water damage, just like minor, in the basement. But for the most part, it's pretty good. It's not that bad.
I'm sorry. Okay. What's the water damage from, Farouk?
Huh?
What is the moisture damage in the first unit?
I estimated about, based on what I've seen, it's going to be around 2 to 4K.
I mean, what is it from? Is it from upstairs coming down? Is it some water coming in?
No, it's coming from the outside. They're through the wall, or like their windows, almost on the walkway level.
So you got the windows the windows are parallel with the ground?
Yeah, almost. So I don't know if it's coming through the windows or if it's actually coming through the walls. For that, you got to get out a professional and
that's right.
Kind of if the ground is kind of tilted towards the wall, you have to put some cement and kind of divert the water that's going into the walls.
Grade it out. Yeah, get some grade there.
Yeah. The upstairs unit, the 4-bed, 2-bath, that's completely done and ready to move in. Everything is new there, updated recently.
What is motivation? Yeah, work on that. What is this motivation to walk away from $2,000 to get walk away from? What's his motivation, Farouk? Something's funny.
He still has the tenant on the first floor. They had them for a while, and that unit has to be updated. And I don't think they have the money to update that one and the basement. They're both like
Uh,
older couple, and he's been
okay,
dealing with some health problems.
gotcha.
So I think that, well, that's for now based on on my interactions with them. That's what I know. But
Hmm.
once we under contract, I'm gonna do some more due diligence and find out like if there's like more to it.
There might be, man. I'm trying. What did they do this renovation here on the 4 bedroom, Farouk?
Yeah, yeah, because they used to live there,
Oh,
and they got another house. I don't know when they got the other one, so they moved out. I think the other house is a one family big house, and with their kids grown up, I guess that was more space for
got.
them.
Is it local to this?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes from this property,
Okay,
so they're
so
not far.
they might be done. I don't know, man. I don't want to find here. So maybe they don't want to. So this tenant's been here forever. They may not even want to deal with a new tenant.
Yeah, that could be that too, because when they spoke about the tenant, you could tell by their expressions that they didn't have the best experience with the tenant.
Hmm.
They
I'm
might
like,
be
oh,
ready to get them out, but they don't want to deal with them.
we're good. Let's just okay. So let's just say they want 600. Yeah, now I see. So we're gonna add. So your payment is really going to be like, are you paying taxes and insurance, Farouk?
Once if I get that property, yeah,
Yes. You
yeah,
okay? All right. So you got 800 a month, taxes and insurance, plus another 800 in principal, my friend.
hmm
Are we on the same page with that?
yeah,
I don't have an amortization table in front of me, but let's just say
yeah. I'm trying to find it like the one that I did here.
you good. Okay, I'll let you go. Round up as we look for the amortization table that is going to be defined by Barron's the monthly payment to retire a debt. The amortization schedule. I love it. Round up. I just love talking finances, especially with people that are doing things, not letting AI wipe you out, as I'm going to be doing a keynote on as soon as I get done with you. AI. Oh my Lord, we're in trouble.
Oh, man, for some reason it's not pulling up. I don't know
This is cool, man.
why it's not showing.
30 year.
Anyways, let me I actually had, you know what, this link I talking to you through the link on my phone. If I
Okay.
go back to my computer, will I be still able to connect to you? No.
Oh, I'll be here. Yeah, you can kill this one and come back if you want. It don't matter.
All right, let me try through the computer, and then on my phone I can probably find that info.
All right, I'm gonna kick you out. You want me to kick you out of the room and you come back?
Um, sure. Is that the better
Well,
way to do it, or should I
not really.
connect first and then
Yeah, go
you
ahead and
just?
connect. Yeah, give it a try. We're just trying. You know what? I mean, it's gonna be around that. Well, I can do my own amortization. I got a whole bunch of them right here, bro.
Okay.
Mortgage.
Start cam.
5.
Oh, okay.
Interest.
Sorry about that.
Yep, I got it. Here you go, brother. Shit. I already got it right here, Farouk.
Perfect.
We were right. We hit that right on the head. Look at that.
Yeah.
We hit that. How round up? Did your boy do? Did we do this one? Did we do that? That's pretty damn cool. So loan balance is 550. Oh, here we go. 558. 30 years.
Yep.
4%. So your payment's gonna be damn. How do we? That is crazy. I'm pretty good with that, babe.
Yes, you are.
There. Can I get? What? I don't get anything. I don't get anything. $800. That's perfect. So our payment's 2,600. Going to them. Did they? And you guys talked about that.
Yeah.
So now I see. Okay, so now as opposed to getting 19, they're getting 26. They're getting 18 plus this. And then you have to cover taxes and insurance. Farouk, you got another $800. You ready to bite this monster on? That's gonna be so your total payment is 1860 plus 800 plus 8. What is that?
Wait, why do you have 800 twice? What's the other 800 for?
Got taxes, dog.
Okay.
The taxes was 8,000 a year.
Right. 800 and the other 800 is
Taxes and insurance. Let's say your insurance is on a 3-family unit. Let's say it's 150.
okay.
And then your real estate taxes are what, 650, I would guess, a month. Remember, the real estate taxes are 7,200 a year.
Right. So taxes, insurance, that's about 800
Mm-hmm.
plus 1860 P&I.
No. 1860 was. Let me do this. Let me rewind this. That mortgage calculator has us at 2660.
So I got my loan payments around 2663 here on my calculator. And then operating expenses, I have about 1,000, like insurance and taxes.
I put 800. Yeah, you're right. We can raise this to 1,000. I agree. So you saying insurance and taxes, right?
Yeah.
We can say 1,000. You want to? Yeah, we can round up. I like rounding up all the time. So you got 2663 plus 1,000. $2663 a month, bro.
Yep. And I got my monthly gross income potential growth 4,800.
Let's look at it right now. 21 plus 19 is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say you got to go 1,000.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
worth it?
Those I went like very conservative with my numbers. That's why I can't calculate 4,800, but we can go with 5.
Let's just say 1,000 here. Yeah. 21, that's 4. All right, 5K. Let me ask you,
Uh-huh.
is it out of the realm of possibility to condo convert these out to where they're all owners? To have,
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. And that specific neighborhood, there is demand for that type of conversion. Like certain neighborhoods, you can't probably sell a condo like that, but that neighborhood, definitely there is demand for that if it comes to that.
you're gonna pay for the conversion and the drawings and all that stuff, but you got time to do that. My thing is, here's the thing, Farouk. Damn. Let me ask you this: is your cash flow strong already?
With what I have now, or with that property?
Before this, yeah.
With that,
No,
based on
outside of this.
my
Outside of this.
conservative numbers, I have 1136 on that one on the
I'm
property.
talking about in general. I want to know how is your cash
In general.
outside of this? You pretty strong?
Yeah, I mean, I live off of my cash flow. I just I focus on investing now. So I left my job, so I completely depend on the cash flow. But yeah, it brings a good amount every month.
Okay, cool. I don't want to count your money. I'm just saying. I want to know where you are, your cash flow position, because I don't want you to start renovating. Oh, hold up. You're saying this one doesn't. This one needs to work.
Right. The first floor needs to work, the most majority work because the tenant has been there for a while.
Gotcha. So we're talking what 40,000. That's going to be need everything.
For that specific unit, I would say 20 max. Can't be more than that. This is just one bath. Um, even with the windows, they're like what 8 windows.
Okay. So
Um, yeah,
$400.
you could say 40K if the roof and basement need major work. So 40K total, yeah, the entire house.
Gotcha. My thing is, man, I just don't want you getting strapped on cat because we already got this going out. We got this going out here,
Hmm.
right? I
Right.
know you're cool with that, but do you already own real estate already? Rental property?
Yeah, I got four 2-unit properties.
Okay. All right. So you understand that you could have vacancies, things happen, man. In real estate, my mentor used to say, Chris, real estate has two gears. Fast forward, forward, fast forward in reverse.
Hmm.
So you got this going out already. When these people move out, my gut is telling me it's going to be a little challenging to rent it out because they've been there for so long. They're going to kind of be used to some things that a new tenant ain't going to deal with.
Right.
They just ain't going to deal with it, man. You're going to have to fix some stuff. This one's ready to go. And what is the number to finish this one?
That's ready. No work.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. A 4-bedroom, man. That is just that's gold.
What's your tell me your line of thought. Like what are you thinking as far as like subject to, or is that gonna affect me or what
Let's get to that. All right.
right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to belabor your rentals, my brother. Sorry about that.
No problem. I just want to understand like your way of thinking, like how are you thinking about it?
Oh, yeah. Well, what you're going to have to do is something called a wrap note,
Okay.
or you can do a second on this thing. So your numbers are working here. So we're good on the rents. I'm gonna erase that. We're good on cash flow.
So why would you say that the numbers would work? How what did you look and what did you see that made you think that it is a good candidate for a route or
Not based on the cash flow, right? We're just talking about his loan and his payment.
okay. So the cash flow doesn't matter.
No, I'm trying to follow you. I was trying to. I'm kind of getting a sense that you got your cash flow. We didn't really need to go over that.
Right. Well, based on the numbers and my analysis,
Yeah.
the cash flow is there.
Yeah. No
Getting
doubt.
about well, initially you said 40K. That's probably better number to go with. But for the rehab, I estimated about 30K plus 42 for the down payment. So with all the cash in out of pocket and all the expenses out, I'm getting about 18, close to 19 cash on cash.
Yeah, but are you calculating vacancy, brother?
Right, without the vacancy. If I figure the vacancy and capex about 5%, about 10% total, the cash flow goes down to about 14%. which is still a good metric for this area. 14% cash on cash is is great. Actually, is
It's
a
crazy.
great.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why I was kind of pleased.
I hear you, man. Yeah, because so you're saying the cash you got out 70, bring back. I see what you're saying. But at the end of the day, we're looking at your net every month is like 1,200,
Right.
roughly, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not necessarily mad at that. You're only going to get so much up there, man, unless you're dealing with people, which I don't think you are. Unless you're dealing, like I have family members that they deal with high stress, like the foreclosures tomorrow. Do you deal with that stuff?
No, I don't
Yeah.
have experience with that.
You don't want, man. And when you're talking about these numbers here, you got some sharks, man. You know. Mm, okay, so let's talk about how we can acquire this thing.
Okay.
The good thing I like about your situation and your position is you got some down payment, and you see that somebody's mentioning here too, Airbnb. Tell me about the Airbnb market up there, Farouk.
Oh, Airbnb was a great market, but this year, I don't know if you've heard, but they passed a law basically limiting it almost to the point that it's like you can't. Airbnb's gone.
Oh
You can
wow!
see that.
Do you have to live in it in order for
Yeah,
you to?
you have to occupy it at least one unit, and they like you got. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is that even if you occupy it, you gotta do register like get a permit every year, which is like $200-300, and then you gotta get the fire department and the city come out and inspect every
Oh
year,
Lord!
which is another $200-300, which is not the worst case. They just come out with their teeth out. They just like the 90% gonna fail you. They just their main objective is to reduce the number of Airbnbs. That, that's
Oh
what about that.
man, this is so crazy, dude. I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry,
funny.
brother.
I just converted one of my long term tenants moved out probably like September. So we converted that two-bed apartment to Airbnb. It's been going great, but after the law passed, now I'm scrambling to get some professionals and traveling nurses in there.
What's the thing? You can't fly under the radar on Airbnb because the city inspectors can go right to the website and see you on there.
Yeah, well, for now, they probably don't have a good system to do that, but
Oh
eventually
yeah,
they
right
will.
now, yeah, yeah. You oh yeah, they're gonna put somebody on a payroll, brother, just to kind of just go down each one.
Yeah.
You know what my mentor used to say? Whenever you got some prosperity, there's always a government agency trying to take it away.
Hmm.
Okay, so what we can do here, we are going to we have to find out first what is his monthly payment. Because see, the deal is he has a monthly payment for Root.
Okay.
So you got five. Your purchase price. I mean, your financeable price is 558. Is that what it was?
Yeah. 558.
558. Your financing.
So you said the two options are wrap or just want to write it down.
Well, let me. I don't want to speak yet. Let me look at this.
Okay.
So what I would recommend you to do is we're gonna take the first subject to, which is 210. Right, we're gonna start making his payments to the lender. Got me.
Hmm.
I'm just talking. I'm not saying that this is what we will do. I'm just going over some stuff in my head. We're gonna create a second deed of trust.
Okay.
558. Let me see what we got. Are you mortgages up there? I mean, we just call it a mortgage. You don't do deed of trust up there in Jersey, do you? Or do you do
I
mortgages up there?
mortgages, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the term.
Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Call something different. 348. So you would take his first. You with me? You could, you can keep his first in place. He can sell you this thing without even have to pay that, but without paying off that 210. That's what he's gonna do because you're not bringing
Well,
enough money to pay it off.
so meaning the loan will stay in place with that bank that he has, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll just make payments, whatever his payments are, on his behalf.
If I were you, I would make my payments directly to the bank. Let's say this payment here is I don't know, 1,200 or whatever.
Okay.
So, but he's only getting, what do we say? PITI was 2,600, 2,663. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Here we go, right here, 2,663. So you're going to make his payment. Let's say his payment here is 1,500. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I can delete this too. Man, this is some great stuff. Round up, get your questions in on that little chat box over the left over there if you want. I'm sorry, on the left if you want to get some questions about financing. You're taking his first subject too. You're going to make the payments to the bank, and then what is 2,663 minus 1,500? What is that?
1,063.
What?
1,063.
1,063.
Yeah.
Oops. Because your PITI, no. Your PI is 2,663.
Yep. 2,663.
We're going to minus that.
Oh, 1,163. I'm sorry.
11. Okay. I see what's going on now. So basically, he goes from. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask. So you suggesting to directly make the payments to his bank, and the rest will be paid. 1,163 will be paid to him.
Oh yeah. You don't want to make the payment to him, and then what is he going? What does he have the possibility of doing?
Okay.
Not paying the first.
Right.
Right. You don't want. Oh my goodness. How many times?
Yeah. For that, you, as you suggested, I would need to get like authorized. What was it called?
Authorization to release,
Oh, okay.
power of attorney, subject to contract. Yeah, all that. You're gonna do all that. You're gonna create create a second deed of trust, and this one is gonna be his second is amortized over 30 years with a 5-year balloon. Right? Is that where we're at?
Yeah.
And don't forget, you're getting principal pay down on this too, because he got a 15-year loan on that. I like that. Man, this is cool, brother. So I think I always put myself in the seller's shoes. Why are they doing this right now? If their payment's 1,500, let's say roughly that, they're still not really getting any cash flow because that unit is pretty much they might be getting what, $300-400 based on that one rental unit that's renting right now.
Yeah.
The other two aren't. So they're putting all the burden on you, all the burden of the repairs, taxes, and insurance, and they're cashing in and they're getting $1,100. Right?
Yeah.
So now their cash flow is going up with no repairs.
There you go.
They got no risk. So as I'm trying to wrap my mind, you always want to figure out why would someone give away cash flow when actually they're getting cash flow by selling you the property, to be honest. And if you don't pay, they'll just foreclose on you.
Right.
So there you go, brother. That's what man. If you can do the deal, this isn't like a home run deal, but it is a good solid double base hit, brother.
Yeah, I mean, based on the numbers, that's a solid deal for for our area. Now,
Yeah.
I haven't seen these numbers in over a year and a half now. I've been analyzing deals like on a daily basis, like hundreds of deals. Trust me, I haven't seen a deal like that. That's why I went after it. I approached him, and I asked him if he wants to sell, and he was like, "Yeah." So he didn't know about seller financing, owner financing, anything like that. I just
Really?
yeah, I wanted to see if he wanted to sell, and he was open to it, but he thought it would be like a regular sale,
Hmm.
without any real estate agents or whatnot. And then I kind of got a feeling, and then I started kind of introducing the concept of owner financing. Um, I
How'd
gave
you do that? If you don't mind sharing, I'd like to hear some of how'd you open it up to him?
well, at first I didn't even mention it. I just spoke, some established some rapport,
Yeah.
and eventually, like after we saw the property, we toured it. Um, I never mentioned owner financing. After we saw everything was done. The next meeting, I wanted to meet up with him, so I sat down. I was like, I asked him like for his reasons, like why they wanted to sell.
Number one reason why you're selling.
Yeah, and then they said that they're getting older, dealing with some health issues, not
Probably are.
managing, and he kind of gave me a hint that he might be having problem with that tenant in the middle
Yeah.
floor. And that the fact that they moved out and they're fully in another house, although not too far. And then I was like, you know what? Tell me about the price. Like, what would be the number that would motivate you? And he told me, he was like, I'm kind of aware of the market. Like, I don't think that it's even if it's off market, I'm not gonna go, too low, blah blah. So I was like, okay, no problem. What's your price? So he goes, 600. You say, huh?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm just looking at you talking, brother. Go.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you. So at that point, I was like, you know what? That could be doable, but here's the thing. Have you heard about owner financing? Do you know what it is? And he was like, no, you know what? I have no idea what that is. So I broke it down for him, like step by step, like little by little. I told him I started with the positives. I told him what the positives are, like what he could be gaining with the interest he would be making on the money, and not
Cash
dealing with the tenants.
tenants, repairs.
Yeah, cash flow, no headache, and all the protections that he would be having. Like if I didn't make any payments, he could anytime foreclose, take away the property. And he was kind of intrigued, and he was like, you know what? Let me do some more research on my own. And I was like, take your time. I didn't
Yeah, you're
bother.
real
Or,
smooth. How
yeah,
long? What's the time period here, Farouk? From first time to now?
um, 2 months now.
So sweet.
Two
Okay,
months
so
now.
your demeanor seems like it was almost like matter of factly. You weren't necessarily like, I got to do this deal. I got to do this deal.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't pushy or anything like that. But they were like, you know what, we're gonna go out of the country for some traveling and then some doctor appointments. I was like, yeah, take your time, just do your research, and whenever you have any questions, hit me up. I'm
I
here.
love it. I love it, Farouk. You're doing it, man. That's exactly dude. He who cares the least wins.
Oh, that's a nice saying. That's cool. I gotta write that down.
It's in my book, The Real Estate Negotiating Bible, my friend. You can download it on Amazon. He who cares the least. Oh, and Jesus, your demeanor and your spirit and your attitude, I would be like, man, this dude really could care less whether he buys this house. I mean, I didn't see you in action, but the way you're talking to me is like, these are the numbers. You want to do a deal.
Okay,
Is
cool.
this
Yeah,
kind of like how you presented it? Is this the
yeah.
same demeanor I'm seeing here? The same guy that was out there talking to them?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really like, hey, like pushy or, but
Thank God.
I
Thank
didn't know what I was doing. I was just,
you. You tried, dog. You tried.
I tried.
Take
Thank you.
action. Take action. I don't care if you mess it up, man. Just take action.
That's a good tip. I'll remember that for next.
He who cares the least. I love it. I mean, I wish you could come with me on these deals. I'm like, I care zero. Chris Brown has a song. I don't care. I don't care if I ever buy another. I'm like, look, I got enough houses. I don't need. I mean, I don't even need. Anyway, man. So you negotiated owner financing. He did his. You recommended he go to do his research. So almost like you were like, look, man, look it up. Don't trust me. Go look, do your own research.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told him to make sure he gets comfortable
I like
and it
that.
comes from him. It's not just me pushing the idea.
Yeah, like, could you do owner finance? I need you to do owner financing. You almost pushed it off from him and let he can make his own decision.
Yeah, and
I
that but also I gave him his asking price. I was like, I'm okay with the asking price, but
gotcha.
that's the only way I can buy it.
Do you think okay? So basically, you were like, look, I'll do your price if you do the terms. Is that kind of how you were
Yeah.
approaching it? Gotcha. I like it, brother. Okay. So where else? What else do you need from me, Farouk?
So yeah, basically, I wanted to confirm and see like what subject 2 is about, and if it's even a possibility with this kind of deal, like with this situation. And I'm glad that you confirmed that it is a possibility. I'm so happy to hear that because I'm gonna go after it. Um,
Yes.
I know you have a nice packet of all the documents. I have access to that,
Like
but
20 books here.
here's my question. Like, I spoke to a couple of lawyers, attorneys, in Jersey City, and it seems like they don't have much knowledge or confidence in this idea, like subject to. It's either
Really?
new to them or they don't want to do it. I don't know. They one just kept telling me about all the risks for me.
All the risks.
Yeah,
What risks did he say for you buying subject to?
he said that the loan is not going to be under my name, so they can stop paying, and
They who?
the current owner.
Who's going to be paying this mortgage right here, brother, when you buy this house?
It's going to be me.
You are going to go down to the bank and you're going to make sure the payment is paid, my friend. They're right. That's what we already said. Pay directly to bank.
Okay.
You better, because you mail them a check for 2,600. Good old ma and pa, Farouk. They get a check for 2,600. You think they're gonna go down to the? We don't know. I don't know these people, man. But I don't live in. I don't like living by hope. I hope they're right. Your attorney is right. They may not pay it, but you're taking them out of the loop, dog.
Okay.
So what's the next problem? There's zero risk for them not paying the loan because you will be paying it.
Right.
What else did they say?
Okay. Let me remember what.
I love attorneys. I love my attorneys, but I'm like, man, I'm telling my wife all the time. I'm like, we are teaching attorneys. I just can't believe I'm in a position where I'm teaching attorneys this stuff.
Yeah, that's so true. Do you, by the way, have any recommendations for attorneys? Like, if these two that I spoke to, they don't know what to do. Like, how do I go about it?
I could send out I do, I have a large email list. I can send out an email list and see. I do have some people in Jersey. Matter of fact,
Okay,
I have investors up there. Some
perfect.
money up there, man. Yeah, I can do
Perfect.
that.
Yeah. If anyone has experience with that specific thing, I mean,
Let me do this in the chat box. Are you on Facebook or Insta? How do people find you, Farouk?
I'm on Facebook. Yeah.
Find
Um.
Farouk. How do they on Facebook? I'm gonna put it right here in the chat.
All
What
right.
is it? How you spell it?
Farrukh.
Uh-huh.
First name, and last name is M as in Mary, A D as in David, A M as in Mary, I N as in Nancy, O V as in Victor.
Madaminov.
Yep.
What are you, like Russian descent or something, man?
Nah, but that's funny. We used to be occupied by Russia at one point.
Gotcha. Where are you?
For
What's your nationality, brother?
I'm from Tajikistan.
Where is that at?
That's Afghanistan.
Oh, word, cool.
We border Afghanistan from the north. So
Okay, that is so cool.
yeah,
So I
Russians
put,
came and imposed their last name. I mean, ending of their last name. So
gotcha, gotcha. So I put your handle here, roundup in the chat box. If you're watching this later, it's in the chat, so you can reach out to Farouk. If you're in Jersey, I mean, the brother seems like you're a solid investor to me, the way you're talking, and you're not
I
so
appreciate
anxious.
it. Yeah, yeah. Anyone, I'd be happy to network or help out with any local knowledge.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
this is sharp. So we're good, dude. Don't let these attorneys, man. I have attorneys in my town that won't close my deals. That daggone Chris, he's always doing. I don't have time for him. It's nothing personal.
Okay.
So don't let them talk you out of this, man. If they can't do it, but you will have to find somebody that understands subject to lease options and owner financing. So
Perfect. Sounds good, brother. And oh,
uh,
by the way, when I talk to attorneys, like what is there like a more attorney friendly term that I use? Because when I say subject to, they were like, what subject to what? You know? The other
I
one, yeah,
think,
you were like
uh,
subject to what?
okay. Do you buy subject to the existing mortgage? You're gonna ask him, "Hey, do you buy? I want to buy a house. Could you help me buy it subject to the existing mortgage?" Just
Okay.
shut up. I see people laughing. Farouk. we all, Farouk, we all been through this, dog. It took me 5 years to find my people.
Cool. Well, I'm happy to find you, and hopefully the network here.
Yeah, we'll help you out. I take the information on my inner circle. Do you? I'm an investor. When you talk to them, I'm an investor. I buy lease options and owner financing. Do you do that? They'll say yes or no. Then they'll ask them, well, I want to buy subject to the existing mortgage. Do you do that? They'll say yes or no. And you have to take these documents in, Farouk. They do not give you the documents. You got
Okay.
me? So they will close these documents and go down line by line with your seller, but
Hmm.
they're not going to, like, you will not get it. I haven't met, or neither have my mentors met, an attorney that are going to go on, that will go on the hook for creating these docs, because they're so one-sided.
Okay.
These documents, they're all in your favor, but you're giving power back to the seller with this second. They can come back and get that house.
Got it. So they,
Um,
by second, you mean they will hold the second position
well,
on the lead?
absolutely. Yeah. And well, frankly, let me tell you, to be honest, I would want them. All you have to do really is just get them paid off. You still got this one here.
Okay.
This is your 5 year and right?
Hmm.
Not, I'm sorry, 5 year balloon, 30
Yeah.
year and 5 year balloon. That doesn't mean you have to pay this one off. You can keep making that. You with me? All you gotta do is get these guys paid off.
Okay.
All right.
Do some more.
Anything else? Huh?
Got to do some more negotiation, but yeah, that's all great. Thank you, man.
Uh,
I appreciate your time and all the gold nuggets here.
yeah. I'm glad you took action. All right. Let me know. You got my email. Let me know if I can help you, my brother.
Sounds good. Yeah, if you have a chance, if you could send me the attorney referrals like in the area, that'd be amazing.
I can do that.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna do some Q&A. You gonna hang tight or you gone?
Oh no, I'll hang around.
Let's see what we got. Somebody coming to the summit. You coming out to Ron LeGrand's summit, Farouk?
Hey, Chris. Oh, what was that? Ron LeGrand Summit.
Are you familiar with who Ron LeGrand is?
No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
He's just another. He's like the godfather, the guru. He taught me a lot of this crap. But just go to the link in the video description. It'll tell you all about the summit. It's in Las Vegas in March.
Okay.
All all of us all of us old. I'm an old investor now, babe. Am I? I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned investor. Dr. Katchen. Oh, they're going to the summit too. Yeah. Oh, the summit is March 30th. The link is in the video description, Rounduppers. Round up. Get your questions in here about owner financing, subject to, all this stuff. March, the summit is in Vegas, March 31st. That's right. I'll be there on the 30th. We're going to be hanging out with some other people in Vegas if you want to come early. If you're talking about people that are going to be doing deals like this is where they do it. What's up, City? I have 4 houses I'm trying to wholesale. I need an investor. How can I get my hands on one in the Hampton Roads area? PropStream. PropStream will get you the investors. Or you can call me and I'll give you my broker. She can pull it up. I'm doing silver. Farouk's mind. That's right. Creative financing. You own the deal, Farouk. You own the ball, dog.
Yeah.
You own them all.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Chris.
JB Capital. Give credit towards the mortgage instead of APR so the seller doesn't have to claim it on taxes. I don't want to get into that right now. I'm going to let him do his thing. I don't want to put too much out there. Good point, though. Good point.
Credit towards moving.
I don't even want to go there, man. Hustle and motivate. If I'm starting out with no experience, will I be able to go to some of your coaching to get started? Probably not. We deal with more people that aren't completely starting out. Will we learn this? Will we learn this at Ron LeGrand's event? Absolutely. This is where you think I learned this stuff from. What hotel is the event in? I don't know. If you go to the video description, it'll tell you everything about the summit, Rounduppers. Oh, you're talking about when he comes here next week. I don't know that either. If you do, just go. The second link will take you to that. There's 2 links in the video description. The second link will take you to the fast track that will be in Virginia Beach next week. Chris, are you familiar with the housing market in the D? No, I'm not. Sorry about that. Chris, if it's a boy, what about the name? Hiram Haskins. Babe, somebody want to name the boy Hiram. I'm having a boy in April. Farouk.
Oh, congrats. April
Thank
what?
you.
Hopefully
April
11th. My birthday.
20. Huh? Oh, you're the 11th. His birthday's the 11th. My wife is the 13th. Y'all, April babies.
Aries.
Very.
Good people.
Yeah, I think so.
My wife laughing over there too. We are good.
Tell her I feel her. I feel her. My brother. Hey, my brother. Hey, looking good. Chris, can he this is when I thought about that Airbnb. I'm so glad we talked about that. That is so crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can still risk it, and like I said, like they're not probably checking it
now.
You still have time, but they'll come after you.
You don't want to do this stuff under the radar, Farouk. Then it blows up, and you gotta.
No, I'm going like full throttle. I'm researching the what do you call that? Like traveling nurses, young professionals who travel like 2, 3, not short-term rentals, but mid-term. That's what they call mid-term rentals.
Gotcha. They're coming in town for several months.
Yeah, several months, and the returns are as good as Airbnb, and sometimes are better.
Yeah, they're not paying it, right? I mean, whoever's bringing them into town is paying it.
Yeah.
CDO, what's the best way to analyze a deal? We just did it. It's the best way to do it. We have a neighbor, Smooth Jazz. Hey, we have a neighbor that's 30,000 in the hole. How do we approach him for a subject too? I'll let Farouk get started. I want to hear some of his negotiating strategies. Farouk?
Oh, negotiating strategies.
How do you approach? She wants to know, or he, hold on. The question was, how do you approach him for a subject too? Or you still haven't done the subject to yet? You're still on the note. You have to get the moving parts with the subject to and the second, correct?
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
All we do is okay. Well, we just approach them. For subject to, I just tell them we're going to take over your payments for the life of that loan. Might be 6 years, could be 6 months, but we don't know. That's going to keep you up at night. It's not for you. Some of them need to be out of business. That's right. Do I know Smooth Jazz? Do I know anyone in SoCo who knows about Subject 2? I do not. I'm sorry, y'all. Use a wraparound. Only reason I'm not saying a wraparound is because I want him to get that second offer there.
Is wraparound the same thing as subject to, or?
No. So wrap, when you're gonna make a whole on a wrap, you're gonna create a note for the entire amount for $558, which will wrap around that first, so you'll make the whole payment to the owner.
Ah, okay. And he will make a partial payment to the bank.
Yeah, man. I want you to have two.
Got it. So this is safer.
Yeah, I don't want you. Let's say they owed 600,000, right? Your only option would be to do a wrap because there's no more equity there. I mean, you have to do a mirror. So if they owed 600, you would just wrap that with another 600.
Got it.
So
Okay.
it'll be layered on top of each other. But here is so much equity, you can just get that second paid off, man, and just pay that first.
Gotcha.
Mr. says, "Oh man, I can't meet Mr. C's. You'll be at the beach. I can't wait to meet you next week. This is cool." Robel, you can get a third-party escrow if you're worried about them not paying the underlying note. That is true. You can hire an escrow company to do that, Farouk.
Oh, so like the two separate payments to the.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. It all depends on how easy to work with your seller is, my friend. Sounds like they're cool.
So a third party escrow would be like a title company.
You have to just Google. I forget what you call them. Just Google loan servicers. They have them, private loan servicers.
Ah, okay, got it.
I've never used them, but I'm sure they're out there.
A couple of my mortgages are serviced by like loan servicers.
Man, all they do is take money, dog. That's all they do. Pretty damn good company. Mr. Covington, where do you find these willing to give up their homes with subject to deals? I'll let Farouk go ahead. Where'd you find this one at, brother?
Well, this one, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about subject to. I had no idea. I was just looking for owner finance deals, and I was just every time I do a round between my properties, and we have time, me and my wife just drive down the streets, blocks, and check out the houses, like dilapidated or distressed houses.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to, or we'll look for like for rent signs that are like one of the signs that an owner occupied property that has a rental, investment property, and we try to like search and find the owner, hit them up, like send emails, call them up, and
Gotcha.
kind of ask them, hey, are you in the market to sell? Like, are you interested to sell?
Why not?
Yeah,
That's
and then
cool.
and then eventually, like, you propose the idea.
Nice. You can't do it at the front though. You got to kind of ease it in.
Right.
Chris,
I wouldn't suggest. I mean, I would personally not say that straight out, just because if they don't know what it is, they will be off
you're
put.
done. Yeah, you're done. Never say I'm buying your house subject to. Never. They're gonna be like, I ain't gonna do that. CDL. Chris, what do I think of Marco Rubel? I don't know who he is. Let's see who he is. You know who that is?
No idea.
Passive income investment. I guess. Oh, real estate expert. I'm sorry. I don't know any of his stuff. Sorry about that, CDL. Matthias, hey, I'm sending text to Fizbos. We'll consider selling. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that. I love text messages. I love it. What is a good site to do a title search? We do all our title searches with a local attorney, so I can't recommend anybody on that. I'm sorry. Dad buys houses. I like that. Peace. Any buyers in Phoenix? Been here 3 if possible deals. I'm not. Ralph, hey, first time on the lot. Jacksonville, you're down there with the Godfather himself. You've watched all our videos and Mr. Legrand's. I'm seeking private money. Do you know of any would like to invest with me? Ralph, I have no idea what you are offering or what you can do. So unfortunately, I cannot answer that one. But I will say that is the best way to do real estate. Private money. Private money. If you want to reach out to me, I can kind of show you how we do it. Okay, Farouk, if you wouldn't mind just sharing with me, could you give us some little motivation for all my rounduppers that are kind of new and kind of nervous about doing this? What little nugget can you give us to kind of push them to take some action, Farouk?
To take some action, I
Yeah.
mean, well, first of all, education is key. Like, make sure you get enough education as much as possible, and investing in education is never wasted money. And then once you're comfortable enough, I guess just start analyzing as many deals as possible to get yourself comfortable, and keep scouting the neighborhoods.
I heard you. Go ahead.
No, as I to take action, you got to start, like, do these little smaller actions that will add up to that bigger action.
There you
Yeah,
go. There you go, Farouk. You're right. I heard you say you looked at hundreds of properties, Farouk. Did you ever get discouraged?
yeah, I did a lot of times, but every day you got to get back up and say, hey, the quitters are not the winners. I
Quitters
remember.
are not winners. Winners are not quitters. Did you come? You said you quit your job. I got to know. How long had you been on your job, and were you like, was it a big step?
Yeah, that was like one of the biggest
Can't
steps
believe it.
in my life. I've been with my job with the company I work with for over 7 years.
Wow.
And just last year, May, I eventually, well, I've been pondering about that prior to that, about probably 5, 6 months, like thinking about it, talking to my wife. And
Mm.
it was a good corporate job, good pay, pension, 401k,
Wow.
stable income. But by then, like about May, we opened a side company, like transportation company, doing with my partner, and on top of that, we were managing properties. So everything.
For other
Uh,
people. For other people.
well, we kind of opened a transportation company where we would buy cars or finance cars and lease them out to TLC drivers. You know, TLC, like taxi and limousine commission, like Uber drivers in New York.
Good business. So you're
Uh,
hands off. You're just collecting a check.
yeah, yeah, but
Good
you
business.
kind of manage the drivers, like the pay and the car fleet.
Man,
Um,
I would do that. I would love to do that because you're just all you're doing is you're just the bank.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the idea with the houses, like you purchase it and then rent it out.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, by then I started realizing that I'm getting busier and busier, and it was kind of getting harder to manage the full time job, the company, the properties. And
Mm.
on top of that, I've been pondering about, should I or should I not? Should I quit my job? Should I leave all the security? And then by then, that situation that I was in kind of helped me to decide, like, take massive action. You know what? Let me leave this behind, focus on the businesses, and go from there.
Nice. That is
That's
so cool. My mentor says work was getting in the way of making money.
Yep.
Hmm.
At least that was the excuse I used as the last drop. I was like teetering, and then I was like, you know what? Work is getting in the way for me to
Wow.
grow. I can't grow it any further.
How long have you been let's just say full-time entrepreneur?
Since May of last year, so that's what, 8 months.
You're flying, man. You're flying. Good for you, brother. I'm excited for you. Did it get harder or easier? For my people that think, but don't answer. For my people that think I'm going to go into business for myself because it's easier. I get to wake up when I want, go to bed when I want. I'm my own boss. I can. I don't. If I don't want to work today, I don't have to go.
Well, I mean, it it doesn't get easier. I wouldn't say it gets easier, but you for for s- um for certain part, you get to live your life on your own terms. That's my biggest win, like living my full time job, because in the morning and in the evenings I spend as much time as I need to with my kids most days.
Mm-hmm.
Do fun stuff, do like school stuff, go take them to the practice. And that was my biggest motivation to leave the job to create the the cash flow so I don't depend on the company or on my employer.
Gotcha.
So that balances out any other stress or whatnot with that comes with the business.
Can be stressful. Okay, let me get out of here and get ready for tomorrow. Roundup. If you're in Hampton Roads, you know I'm going to be doing breakfast at my nasty buffet in the morning at Golden Corral. I'll be there eating my omelet at 7:30 in the morning if y'all want to come eat with me. And Fruit, I'll see you when I come to Brooklyn, brother. I'll put it soon to eat.
Yeah, hit me up. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for all the gold nuggets again.
Okay, my friend. Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
All right, peace. Roundup. Subscribe. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. I'm working nonstop. I've been up since 5 this morning grinding. And I got to be up in the morning. I want to talk to you about this artificial intelligence. I don't know what you do for a living, but this AI is coming for you. It's coming for you. Just like these self-driving cars is coming. They're coming. I just want to keep that in your ear. You can't out Amazon. My mentor tells me all the time, Chris, you can't out Amazon. You got to make sure you have some products and services that's not on Amazon. So I just wanted to throw that out to you because we are good. We are in for a shift. I see it coming. And as in my travels, I remember when we were in Paris. Hey, remember when we went to Paris? McDonald's had those kiosks where you could order. It wasn't here yet. It was back. When was that? Back any day. Anyway, McDonald's had those now the kiosks are here. You know, they're getting rid. They're going to round up. They're going to get rid of cashiers. That's just a small part. I'm ordering food on my phone now. Chick-fil-A. I can go pick it up. I promise you, soon they're going to be getting rid of workers in the fast food. It's coming. So I'm just asking you, Roundup, just consider yourself. Try to become a specialist in whatever it is you're doing. For us, we are specialists in real estate. We are specialists in the internet. We're specialists in YouTube. So social media marketing, I want you to do the same, Roundup. Get a new skill. I don't care what it is, but try to make yourself irreplaceable, okay? Listen, Roundup, I love you. Hit me a like if I've poured into your life. I hope I have. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at my Golden Corral at the nastiest, dirtiest, filthiest. But it doesn't stink, though. Does it stink? It doesn't stink. The nastiest, dirtiest, filthiest buffet in town. But the only thing I like to get is my what was it? My omelet bar. They got my omelette bar. So create a product, put it on Amazon. There you go, making money. CDL. All right, God bless y'all. Peace, Roundup. Oh, get ready.